something that I just can't understand the way I behave. Some people you can never save. In my right hand, got a girl on my ear, and on my left hand, throwing back a beer. What can I say?
You are now in the middle of 6 of these guys, okay? That's what the alertness check was. You didn't notice it. Yeah. You have seen these guys surround Della and Miranda. They seem to have moved into very, like they're not going to let them get away. And you're a little concerned. You guys have no idea. Right.
Back to back, kind of like...
Well, first... I'm gonna kind of like step
I did
back
tell
a
them to
little
let
bit.
me know if they were in trouble.
We'll let
I'm
you know.
very capable people.
It's a ward and a champion of God. They're
I
fine.
mean,
Yeah.
She only drank a
You're
roofie beer. It's okay.
yeah.
I mean, if these are real drunk guys, they're about to have a bad night. But
Yeah.
if they're not...
Is it possible to do like a stabbing and a casting at the same time?
Oh,
Outright kill him.
boom! Let's go.
I mean,
I don't know that you can do both at the same time. I know that you can do a supplementary action, but I think you only get one attack. You can't literally do 2 attacks.
Isn't like a move, an action, and a supplement?
Well, the supplementary action, no, it can be like a move or something like that, but you can't attack twice. Now that being
it's
said,
like 2 total actions.
right, you could take your ice knives and make it, hit multiple targets. But there are 6 of them. So.
all right. So, do I need to roll initiative? Is
Are
there
you planning to
initiative?
attack them?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a whirlwind and knock everybody prone in the zone.
Okay. If you're trying to do it before they react, are you trying to do it sneakily?
No, they're not being sneaky.
So
I'm
you're
not
just
gonna
trying to be
sneaky.
fast. All right.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Give me an alertness check, okay? All right, that's not bad.
That's 3. Oh no! Wait. Yeah, that's 3.
Okay. You begin to do your rope spell. It's going to take a couple seconds. And when you do, the guy nearest you is going to attack you.
Oh, man.
Okay. Let's do his attack
Having a
first
bad night.
because you notice that that his hands are no longer normal. He's got long claws now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yay!
Is our alertness our...
Wow. Okay,
All
so
pluses?
no.
Oh, goodness.
All blanks and a minus. What's your probably gonna be athletics, Jody? That's what you're dodging with, right? No, you don't get to roll. What's your athletics?
1.
Okay.
I'm doing the whirlwind. I'm doing
No,
the...
no, I know, but he's gonna
Okay.
hit you first. Okay.
Right, so-
So
Do I need to roll for that too?
Is there any sort of...
what's your
like-
athletics is 1?
Yeah.
All right, you take a. Wait. You take a 3 stress hit.
Ooh, okay.
This guy's claws hit you. Wow,
This is
okay?
physical?
He hasn't fully extended his claws yet. They're coming out of his hands. So what he really winds up doing is fetching you kind of an open-handed slap as the claws are popping out. Okay. The rest of these guys begin to move very quickly and to pop claws as well. Yeah, you've seen these guys. One of them reached over and swats Della pretty hard.
I'm gonna
She
sword
kinda-
out at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah. You kind of roll back and throw your whirlwind. Jody, what you're doing is you're tagging them with the aspect prone. Okay, so that's what you're doing.
Okay.
So all these guys are prone. Remember the Devil Man got a chance to resist it because he's so strong.
Right.
These guys are strong. Yeah, they've got inhuman strength. So I'm going to give them a chance to resist it as well. Make me a discipline check and let's see how strong your attack is. Okay.
Discipline?
Mm-hmm.
Great. 4.
Okay. They're not really mighty yet. Okay, well there we go. That was -2. Their might is they have inhuman strength, but that just gives their might. Okay, so you knocked them down. All right, so what you guys see is all of a sudden these guys come tumbling back like 10 pins. They're blown back away from her. She's done this move, and air blows you out. Now
Is that a targeted attack, or am I...
It's going to hit you too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I also need to make a might?
Right. You need to beat a 4.
And it's might specifically, not like a...
Right.
Okay.
You just have to be strong.
You can do it!
That's a -1.
Okay.
For your
this...
might?
Yeah.
Might's a specific skill. I have athletics, but not...
Why don't you use athletics?
I have a +3 on athletics, so that gives me a +2.
Still not strong enough. Okay. All right. So you begin to try and roll with the punch a little bit. It just knocks you down. Jody, you've knocked Miranda down with this. It's knocked all these guys back. They're going to be probably up the next round. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna shout.
Have we established initiative order or anything?
No, because you guys haven't seen this.
I'm going to.
Like,
I'm gonna.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise up my. I'm gonna raise up the Devilman staff. I'm gonna shout, "Get over here!" And I'm gonna stab the guy with the devil.
Well, no,
stick.
you can't attack them this round.
Oh, damn.
You've already done your move for this round.
fine.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna shout, "We need help!"
Okay. All right. So help. Let's do our initiatives. Okay. What are you? But you haven't gone yet, and you've seen this. Yeah. So you still get to go. You haven't gone this round yet.
Yeah, my thing is just... Help! Oh, God.
You're gonna run over there.
Yeah.
All right. So you can move. You can get there definitely in one turn. You could probably actually get there in one turn and actually get an attack off too, because movement is a supplemental action, and you're only probably like one zone away. So yeah.
So be it.
You pull out the alakablam. You come running forward. Are you gonna level a shot at one of the guys that's on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Make your roll. Is it a... What is it? Is it a weapons check?
I think it's guns.
So is
Yeah.
initiative based on
Guns,
roll,
yeah.
or it's just our alertness?
Just your alertness, yeah. She was trying to get the drop
Sorry,
on this, but I'll make a
neighborhood.
roll.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
There's a +6.
Yeah, they're on the ground. They're on the ground. You could probably tag that prone aspect for free,
Sure.
which will give you
+8.
8. Good lord. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna leave a mark. So let's see. Their defense would be athletics. So you beat them by 4.
Mm-hmm.
What's your weapon rating on your gun?
Weapon 4.
Wow, so you did 8 points of damage to one of those guys.
Get it.
That's gonna leave a
I get alakablam now.
You do?
From, was it Seth? What's his name?
No, it's Gus.
Gus. That's what his name
Gus
is.
Johnson?
Yeah, Gus Johnson.
With a
yeah.
shotgun?
Alright, so
He fired like 36 shots from a double barrel shotgun. Never reloaded once.
sounds good.
It's such a good video.
Is that the one where he's arguing with his mom, or is that a different one?
That's a different one.
No.
Evocation.
Yeah, this is like some intruder on his property.
Yes, that's it.
There's just some guy walking through the woods, and he's like, "You better turn around."
This is the type of
He
stuff.
just decimates that poor person.
Yeah.
I have no clue how.
One of the guys kind of staggers to a knee, and you draw down on him with your gun. You hear you guys around the corner here, wham! The loudest gun you've ever heard. It is obviously a gunshot. And the guy pitches forward onto his face. There's blood that sprays out there, and he lets out a yell. And you notice that when he does, he's got these huge, long claws. I mean, and you're like, man, I do not want to take a shot from those things. And he spins towards you, but he's moving a whole lot slower. But he is not dead.
Is anything about the physique of these things familiar? Like, does this look vampiric?
Lore check. Ooh, that's a good roll.
+2.
Says this grievously wounded individual turned to me.
Yes.
Can I make a lore check?
Yes, you may. Oh!
Wow.
Minus
Still a
+3. Yeah, still +1. Now, you're not sure you recognize him. You notice his teeth have become very sharp, but you're not sure. Doesn't look vampiric, though. Oh, he might be, but you're not sure. All right, so that brings us to the top of the round. You guys have heard the gunshot. +3s.
Wait, were we at, do I still have the same alertness that we had before?
No, you have a
It's just
+2 now. Now you're normal.
Are we a part of the initiative now?
Yeah, you are.
I'm at a +3.
Okay, +3. You hear the gunshot. It's around the corner, but remember, you can probably get there. If you want to make an athletics check, you could try and get there in one
What
round.
time of night is it?
It's 10 o'clock. It's dark.
10.
Yeah.
I am going to pick up Bunk,
Okay.
and
Shit.
but in like a.
He's like, oh.
I'm gonna put him on my shoulders,
This ain't the
and
bus,
I'm going
buddy.
to fly up into the air towards the gunshots.
All right. Make an athletics check real quick if you want to try and get there in one round.
Okay.
You should be able to do it. I think you have athletics, right?
Oh yeah. I have great athletics until the roll poops on me. So it's only a +2.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. All right,
Okay.
so what happens is he grabs you, puts this on his shoulder. Do you realize he's got the wings and the dragon thing like that? He leaps into the air until he's about 30 feet in the air, and then the wings go out. And he glides across at this breakneck speed. Well, he didn't probably glide across. He probably throws his wings to the side and gives himself forward momentum, and he comes swooping over the corner of the cemetery. Okay, what you guys see as
Wake
you're
up,
kind of looking
Oliver.
around is this huge bat-like shape springs up and comes hurling towards you guys, just faster than you've ever seen. You know, the hair blowing back and stuff. Like, when do you go? What's your
2.
2. All right, you
Worst
get
night
there.
ever.
You gonna
Okay.
dump him
Yeah.
off your shoulders?
Would not recommend.
I'm gonna like.
Ooh.
You ever seen an AC? What was it? 130? You know the big gun place.
Yeah.
You want to be a gunship, Bunk?
Well, he won't get to go till 2.
That's fine.
Okay.
But I'll hover and he just.
All right, cool. So you're
Yeah.
gonna stay in the air. All right. So you're
unless you want to be on the ground.
Yeah, that's keep me away from those guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I will
Right.
keep him away from those guys.
all right.
You
So you're
got
gonna
it.
fly around. All right. So go ahead.
Can I also attack?
You can try and swoop in and hit him.
I have lightning breath.
Oh, that's right. Yes, of course you can. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You ever seen AC 130?
Yeah.
I just look up and be like,
The magic dragon.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
right.
I just look at these guys surrounding us. I'm like, oh, our air support.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a gunship.
But here's
Forgot
my
about those
question.
guys. Yeah.
Do I know
got a
he's
whole-
like a
I'm so
flying
excited.
dragon?
I haven't
I mean,
used
have I ever seen him?
I don't think you have.
Nope.
I don't
Because
think
I'm
this
like,
is I am.
I look up
yeah.
and I'm like, holy crap, a dragon has Bunk.
on its shoulders.
bolts.
Wait, maybe that's okay.
Oh no, Bolt's dead!
He was a Bunk.
Yeah, you guys have seen him in dragon form, but you never seen him fly. Yeah.
Oh, we've seen it. Okay, then I'm not freaking out.
I was gonna
No.
say we saw him in Dragon
Yeah.
Form the first time we
Yeah.
fought the
Oh,
devil.
yeah.
that's
And it doesn't-
right.
And
Didn't
then
see
also
him
when you
fly.
were
Never,
no,
never.
Okay.
yeah, the never
Like
never
the Grim
yes.
Reaper thing?
Okay.
Right.
And I'm just like, whoa. Not concerned that Bunk's been.
Okay, cool.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So I got a weapons roll of +3.
Okay, so that what do you use to attack with that?
Weapons. Breath weapon counts skills affected weapons. It's treated as a thrown weapon.
Okay, so what's your weapon skill?
It's a +2 and I rolled a 1, so +3.
Okay, so +3. Okay.
I can attack up to 1 zone away with my breath weapon.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do it.
Okay.
All right, so you breathe at this group of guys, trying to be careful not to hit Della and Miranda, and they scatter out of the way of your breath weapon.
Okay.
They have a +4, so
Okay.
don't
You
quite
had
hit them.
me, I would have just held up my sword and be like, there can be only one.
The nice thing about it, though, is it does scatter them away so that they're no longer surrounded. So that's not a bad thing. All right. Also in 3, they're going to attack the guy who was on you that you knocked
Knocked
over.
prone.
He's standing up, so that's a supplemental action. So he gets a -1. Actually,
He was not the one that was shot with the gun, though, right?
hold on. So they get a -1 to their actions if they want to stand up, because they've got to do a supplemental movement action. Kylan, you can actually hit that guy, but it's going to give you a minor disadvantage, meaning that maybe you're out of breath or out of position or something. Okay, all right, just missed them and scattered them. Okay, cool. So they only get a +3 to their athletics. That's what it is. Their attack is. Ugh. All right, what's your athletic? Are you using weapons, Jody, or what? How are you defending?
With my spells.
No, you can't cast a spell this round. It's not your turn yet.
Oh.
So are you just dodging out of the way?
I think I'm going to use the Devil Man staff.
So you're using weapons to defend.
Yes.
Okay, so what's your weapon skill?
My weapon skill is like a 3.
3. Okay. First guy attacks you. So that's going to be 4 plus 2, a 6. So he beats you by 3. His claws are fully extended.
Okay.
You take a strength 7 hit.
All right. So obviously I can't go up to 7.
So
do I click 4, 2, and 1?
No. You're gonna have to take probably a minor consequence, which I believe is a -4. Not minor. What's the mild consequence? Which is -4, right?
That's moderate.
-2.
Moderate. I'm sorry, moderate.
Moderate. Okay.
Yeah, moderate consequence. And then you'll take a 3 stress hit on your physical track.
So moderate consequence and I already have 3 physical checked off. So I take the 4.
Why did you have a 3 physical stress off?
I thought you said I took 3 physical stress.
Oh, from the
already
first attack from the guy?
first
Yeah,
attack.
okay, so now you check off 4. That's correct.
Okay.
So
Ouch!
your moderate consequence is going to be like slashed or bleeding chest wound. What do you want to do?
Did he attack my chest or my arm?
I'll let that be up to you.
Oh, I figured he was like my arm since
Do you have your cloak on?
he was. Yes.
Doesn't it have a armor spell on it?
No, I don't. Actually, it's my umbrella.
That's a defensive thing?
The umbrella gives me armor 3.
Armor 3?
Mhm.
Okay, so you didn't take a moderate wound then, because you probably, as he came in, you probably popped your umbrella open
Okay, Hagrid.
and were able to defend yourself, so you take 3 less damage. So instead of 7, you only take 4.
So I take the moderate.
You only just take the 4 stress hit.
Okay. Don't
Yeah,
take
no
the
moderate attack. So you're not bleeding, you're just winded. You pop the umbrella open like that, and he cuts at it, but it doesn't get through. However, it probably around the edges cuts your arm a little bit or something, or knocks you back a little bit because it's a stress wound. All right. So that was the first one. The second one, I'm going to say, is near Miranda. He's going to attack you. Now you are prone.
Yup.
Okay, +1. His attack is a 6.
What do I determine?
Are you defending with your sword?
Oh, I can.
Yeah, so that would be your weapons. What's your weapons at?
I'm without a roll.
Right, no roll.
+6.
Okay, 6.
Plus
Because of the
5
sword.
plus
I
my
forget
sword.
the sword. So crazy. All right, so he slashes at you with claws. You bring the sword up and block him to the side, and he does not land. I forgot you were crazy good with the sword, which is good. That's good. All right. The other 3 guys stand up. Well, the other 4 guys, stand up, having dodged the lightning, and kind of begin to close around you guys again.
Okay.
That brings us to 2s.
I'm a 2. Yeah.
All right. Let's get Bunk, because he's the aerial attack
Aerial.
drone. So yeah,
So I have rote spell, just kinetic blast,
yeah.
and so I
All right.
want to.
What's the strength of your kinetic blast? Like to 5? Okay, cool. You're gonna have to roll a discipline check to hit.
Okay. Three.
3. Do you want to tag any aspects? Remember, they are still considered prone.
Yeah, tag prone.
Okay, so hand me a little thingy that'll give you a 5. That'll make you even with them.
Okay.
You're hitting one guy, I assume.
Yeah.
What's your damage rating? It's probably going to be about
That I have no clue.
I think, well, okay, because it's a strength 5 attack, so it'd be 5.
Five.
All right, so you do 5 damage to him. That's going to be number 2. He's going to take a -2. He's going to have his 3rd thing checked off.
Bunk and I.
All right, so you fire down. Boom! You hit one of the guys, kind of tag him, and he kind of staggers back a bit and looks up at you. Yeah. So that was in 2s. Other 2s.
I am a 2.
Yes.
Well, I am prone, so do I have to do anything special to get up?
No,
Or-
but your action will be a -1 because you have to spend an action moving. So
two.
instead of getting
Okay.
+6, you'll be +5.
Okay. So
It's a
I
supplement
will
action.
get
You
up.
defended yourself.
Stand
I
up.
will attack the guy that just attempted to attack me.
Mhm.
Oh God! Oh,
That's 2.
Okay. You take a swing at him with the sword. He blocks it off to the side, and with his claws. And you notice that both times when when you blocked him, he let out ah. And then when he comes across and blocks again, he lets out a shriek again. You notice his claws are smoking where he touched your sword. This guy, at that point, looks very intimidated, scared, nervous, not sure what's going on. And the rest of the guys, when they see his claws, big old long claws that have slid out of his fingernails, are smoking, kind of all begin to look at you a little differently.
Okay. Probably next round I'll ask a question.
Jody, you're a 2.
Could I have seen that?
Yeah, you saw it.
I'm going to whip out my sword.
Okay.
I'm not as good at it, but hopefully I hit.
All right.
All right.
You gonna try and get the guy who attacked you?
Yeah. I'm hoping that since they're looking at her, that he won't
So
be.
you got umbrella in
noticing.
one hand and sword in the other?
Yes.
I love it.
Please be with me.
Oh,
All
there's
right.
plus
Well,
Not bad.
4.
Okay. So these guys, their athletics is a 4. That's what they're using to dodge with. Do you want to take a minor inconvenience to go ahead and hit them? Or do you not?
What's a minor inconvenience?
It can be something like drawn off balance, which they could potentially tag to get a +2 on you. With there being 6 of them, I'm not sure you want to have something that one of them could tag.
Well, can I tag my? Well,
What would you like to tag?
I'm gonna tag rage when I attack them.
Oh, okay, cool, all right. Because they hit you, right? So that gives you an 8. All right. Are you going to?
Well, how does that give me an 8?
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you get? You got a 4, so that gives you a 6.
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you?
No, an 8. I'm pretty
Let's go with 8.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. Now, are you going? You're using your sword as a weapon 3. Do you want to use one of your things to make it a weapon 6? Because you can do that up to 3 times. Remember, per session.
Use what one of my things?
Okay. Your warden sword has 2 abilities.
Oh, I
right?
forgot. I'm sorry.
You can
Yeah.
you can use them 3
Yeah,
times.
I'll up it. Yeah, so if it's a weapon 3, so I get to add. So it's when I do that, it becomes a weapon 6.
Right. And since you beat him by 2 points, that means you do a weapon 8 strike on him.
Okay. Let's do it.
Are you attacking the same one you hit the first round?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because I figure he's the closest
All
to
right,
me. And maybe he's turned to look at her.
You close your umbrella, okay, and he looks very surprised that the umbrella is closed, and right from behind it, you stab him with your sword, right through here. He lets out a shriek, ah! And you rip it back like that. Blood splatters everywhere. He staggers back and kind of falls away from you. He looks like he doesn't want to play anymore. You get the feeling. So that's an 8 strength strike. Yeah, he's definitely pulled away from you. He's kind of staggered back and he's leaning against the wall. There's blood pouring down this nice white t-shirt he had. Some of it's kind of darker. You get the feeling you may have got him in a gut wound. He's definitely hurt.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to 1s. All right. Time for an alakablam again.
Yeah, so the one that I shot before,
Mm-hmm.
is he standing?
No, he's still... Actually, Jody, you hadn't hit one yet, had you? You had hit one.
I did.
You had hit one. Had you hit one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last one,
I
the
feel like
one
I
that
did
Oh,
attacked
that's
me.
right,
something,
that's
but I
right,
didn't
that's
hit
right,
him with
right.
a sword.
Okay,
the
yeah.
whirlwind thing.
The
I did the
whirlwind thing.
whirlwind,
You hadn't
and
hit
that
anybody,
was
you
it.
had knocked him down. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the one you got, he's okay, hold on. Let me adjust some things real quick. All right, so, and out. Okay, cool. So, all right, yours was a new one that you put out. All right, so the one that you had shot before. I'm sorry, go ahead. You gonna shoot him again?
Is he standing?
He's gotten to his feet, yes.
Then yes, I shoot him again.
Okay. All right, sucking chest wound, but he's still up again. Kablam, kablam.
Look, if I shoot you with a hand cannon and you stand back up and look at me, I'm gonna shoot you again.
Yeah. Stay down. Like on was it Captain America?
Double
Just
tap.
stay
Yeah.
down, yeah.
Alright, I got a 4.
Okay. Problem we've got is that's going to tie his athletics. Do you want to tag an aspect like he's up now, but you could tag? Do you have an aspect you could use to hit him better? Because if you got that +2, you're definitely going to nail him.
don't know why. Like, I want to use quantity over quality.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
Not a good shot, but I have enough.
Got another bullet with your name on it, buddy. Yeah, that's right. All right, so you do that. That gives you a 6.
It's the double tap.
What's your damage rating on your gun?
4.
4. Okay, so you do 6 points of damage to this guy. Yeah, he's going to be out too. All right, so you shoot him. Blam! Blam! And he staggers back again. He's got another big gaping hole in his chest and staggers away from you. You notice that these guys that you have stabbed are not dead. They just seem to be, staggering away from the fight, bleeding profusely. They seem like they've just decided that this is a better part of discretion is a better part of valor.
We can kill anybody.
Yeah. Give me lore checks. Do you have a lore check? Lore check for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a lore check. See if you recognize these guys are.
Sorry, but well,
I got 0.
I haven't
I
made
got
a
a
word check
plus
yet. I don't
3.
think.
Ghouls. These guys
That's
are
what I was
ghouls.
thinking.
That's what they are. You notice that the
Because
one
we
that,
mentioned him last episode too.
yeah. Well, do you notice that this guy when you hit him, their teeth get really really sharp and pointy, and you think the one that he shot, his jaw distends a little bit when he lets out a howl of pain. His mouth gets too big, and so yeah, they're definitely ghouls. Makes them hard to kill.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Let's see. That brings us back around to +3s. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna try another lightning shot, I guess.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
Don't be shitty. Oh wow, look at that.
-1?
It's a 0 total.
Yeah, you didn't hit him this time. All right.
Same old, same old. That's why I wrestle.
+3. One of the ghouls, this one wearing a leather jacket, he's got dreadlocks, large black man, looks at you and says, "Huh, you may have won this round, but we'll see you later." And he yells, "Retreat!" And so these guys take off at a sprint. They're making athletics checks. They're moving.
Are we pursuing?
You can.
Can I try and do a whirlwind again and knock them down?
They're going in +3, so they're right
that's
before
true.
you. Let's see. They're going to move. They're going to move 3 zones. These guys are unnaturally quick.
Oh.
So you're in the first zone where you are. They're going to move to the second zone within, you think, maybe 6 seconds. They've cleared the block. They've taken off. They've moved to all 4s. And they're just
So it
moving
does
down
not
the road.
seem like we could catch up.
No, you can get a shot off. You could probably hit them with your kinetic blast. Swords are going to be out of it unless you want to chase them down.
Yeah, I'm cool with taking a shot at him, but I ain't following
Yeah,
that.
right?
I'm doing my party.
Is there no opportunity for a retreating?
And
Okay.
stay out!
You sure you don't want to just
Dun, 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 dun.
carpet bomb it?
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
the stealth thing. Yeah,
You
What was the
could.
mission again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make an athletics check to fly faster after them, but yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but I do want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
As a
Do you want to chase them from the air?
No.
Okay. All right. Give me a gunshot. Give me a kinetic attack. Yeah.
I hate dice.
Oof.
No.
Can I do the
Still
ice
free.
knives?
Ooh. You could. You could fling an ice knife at them. Okay. Wow. All right.
Plus 8.
Oh. No. I got a +3.
Can I fling a vial of holy water at him?
You're gonna
Actually,
miss. Sir,
Yeah, they're already gone.
I got a +4.
You
Give up.
You tag
lost
one.
30 feet.
You tag one in the back of
180 down the road.
Yeah.
in the back of the head. One of the guys you'd already hit a couple times, and his head just goes like that, and he drops
Nice.
to the ground. Yeah, he's out. He's
One less ghoul.
dead. Yeah.
What about his?
Your gunshot, I think, was a 0. Yeah. No, they're gonna be a little far away for you to hit. You get you tied them,
Nice,
Jody,
Bunk.
but not quite. Yeah. All right, so these guys go sprinting off down the road, kind of all on all 4s. Their claws are digging into the concrete and, kind of giving them better purchase. You hit the one and he drops to the ground, okay?
What's happening to their bodies? Are they exploding ichor people, or are they staying
No,
here?
this guy, when he dies, you hit him in the back of the head and it's like that. He drops to the ground and you notice that now you can see his jaw fully distended, like he could just eat things, but he looks dead. Yeah. Which, It's okay. By the way, laws of magic can't kill humans with magic. That's bad. These guys are not humans. So you okay?
And they're
Okay.
evil.
So is there like a clean sweeper to keep this stuff under wraps? So
Well, most people would forget about it anyway. They're just going to kind of
They'd rather pretend it doesn't exist.
Right.
Okay.
They would say, "Oh, this guy got hit by something and it broke his jaw."
Are we still in initiative, kind of?
You could be. What would you like to do?
I just want to inspect one of the bodies.
Well, no, they've taken off, so we're out of initiative now.
Oh, okay.
You can head down there and inspect the body. The other two guys ran. Okay, they were bleeding profusely, and there's blood all everywhere. But yeah,
So one of them that I struck with the sword started smoking,
yeah.
and so I want to do a little experiment on one of the bodies. I'm just going to take Reggie's rosary and just see if it reacts.
When you touch him with the rosary, the skin starts smoking. You get the feeling that holy items are definitely these fellows' bane.
Is my sword holy?
No. You
Could we get it blessed?
It just hurt because I
Yeah,
stabbed
because you
him.
stabbed the mess out of it.
Okay.
Same thing. Yeah, his guns
What?
his
So I
bullets
think
are
I have to leave this area.
Gun and cops and shit.
I mean, I've fired a few rounds in a residential area, so I have to go.
That's normal in this town.
It's New
That's
Orleans.
Orleans.
Yeah, nobody
It's a car
cares.
backfiring.
After Hurricane
Yeah.
Katrina, people die all the
No,
time.
people just
they're
doing
right.
to celebrate the 4th of July. Right?
Cops got better things to do than get killed or something like that. Yeah. Yet it would probably be a good idea to leave the area pretty soon, though.
Yeah, but is it weird that ghouls are in this area? The same, like last time you said they're usually by the docks.
Right.
Yeah.
It is a little odd that they seem to be looking for someone. Remember, they have their head on a swivel,
Thinking a
looking.
meal or something.
Well, something. No, you got the distinct feeling they
Their
were.
contact Oliver.
They were looking for somebody they were told was being here. So yeah, but this guy's dead. He's pretty
Revisit
creased.
our conversation with Oliver maybe
Now.
now that we have a body.
Covered in blood. I love it.
Okay, Bolt is not above beating the shit for interrogation.
Miranda
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But I wouldn't mind.
Plus 8 to
Miranda
break
I'll put
Having
the fear of
intense
God in it
conversation.
without
rolling.
I don't mind doing that.
So are you guys going to see Oliver?
Sure.
Wait, first.
So, I mean, how much notice did we?
Darwin's wanting to
attract?
make.
You probably are going to need to kind of clear the area pretty quick. But
Okay.
realize after Katrina, there was a lot of crime than 5 years after Katrina. So, police are going to take a little while to get there. They're not going to be there probably too quickly.
Should we just head?
Beforehand,
I don't know.
I am going
I don't
back
know anything
to the
about
same
these things,
alley.
so I just thought
We're gonna drop down. I'm gonna go back to human form. I don't want to be. We're a bit out in the open, obvious,
Right.
but
We're a bit
I want to make
conspicuous.
sure that form isn't connected with Volt.
Right. So
You know what I mean? So I'm
you
gonna
could
go back
just,
to
there's enough
dark.
shadows here. You could slide into
you wanna
probably one of
find
the
a
nearby
phone booth.
alleys and do it if you want
That's
to.
what I want to do.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
so
I don't
you-
want them to be like super connected.
Yeah, you slide into the shadows, turn back into your human form, and come back out. You guys, what are you doing to the... You checked the body and do know that holy relics seem like they definitely hurt it.
Did it have anything on them or anything?
Oh yeah.
You want to check his pockets?
Sure.
Pockets got some change. He's got a wallet. It's got about 50, 60 bucks in it.
Heck yeah.
Drinks on luck.
Yeah, there's not a license or anything like that.
I was just about to ask.
But you don't notice anything other than that. He does have his claws out. This guy looks vaguely human, but again, these claws are like weapon 4. They're really, really strong. They're
Damn.
tough.
That's my claws.
Yeah,
Nasty.
their claws are long, and these guys are really strong too. They have inhuman strength too, and they also have.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess with my claws being a +2 weapon, I mean human strength adding a +2, my claws are technically a 4.
Four,
But
right.
okay.
That's where theirs comes from.
All right.
Yeah, their claws are technically 2,
like-
but they have inhuman strength. So
Damn, they've got C4 claws. That's crazy.
yeah, right. Yeah. Theirs are as good as yours.
Okay.
But yeah, so you gonna go see Oliver?
I mean, kind of feel by this point, Oliver might just see us.
It's like, do we see him?
He's inside. You can see him in the little window of the guard shack, and it looks like he's got a phone up to his mouth.
Oh, anybody that listens
I'm
yet?
leaving.
You're leaving.
I'm leaving.
Thompson? Do we want to split up?
I think,
I'm
yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
I'll
you
hang
walk up
back
to
because
he
I'm
sees
not.
you guys come walking up, and he looks terrified.
Oh.
Okay.
I punch to the window and grab him and pull him out.
Give me a mic
Yes,
check.
yes.
That's
Bad.
that's a good time.
Bet. I've been waiting. Okay, well it's a nil, but
It's
that's a
class.
5
It's
total.
irritating now.
Right.
Even being a
Do you have
0.
armor or anything like that in your human form?
I've got natural armor of 1.
Okay, so that'll protect you from the glass. That's what I'm looking for. Okay.
1 second.
Still banned.
Roll a +1 whenever using might in conjunction with grappling.
No, you can grab him. He's not dodging. He's a rent-a-cop. He's not real new.
He's in a booth.
Yeah, he's in a booth. How's he going to dodge back? You punch through the window. He's got the phone up to his ear. You grab him and jerk him and pull him through the window. The phone comes away. The handset comes loose from the phone, and he goes, "Let me go in. I'm calling the police."
No, you're not.
I'll let you do this.
The phone's just come out of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're not. Yeah.
He says, "Look, I got somebody who wants to talk to you."
Who would that be?
He takes the phone and you remember it's disconnected from it. He hands it to you and then he realizes it's disconnected. They're on the line. He looks a little sheepish.
I'll grab the. Hello?
Well, yeah, you have to plug it in before it works.
Yeah, it's not working, man.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Plug it in!
Alright, so plug it in.
And then say hello.
Yeah, hello.
Plug it in, plug it
There's this weird kind of static on the other end of the line. And there's a voice, very gravelly and deep, this kind of contralto voice that says, "So you got away from them. I'll see you tomorrow night." And the line goes down. Darren's gone.
The video is the theme song as you want.
There's a plane ticket in his shopping. Whatever.
Darren's just done. See you, man.
Who was this on the phone? Who did you call?
My master.
Okay, more specific, please.
She's been coming to the cemetery.
I squeezed tighter.
Listen, man, I'm just trying to help you out. My friend is upset right now, and
Yes.
I don't want him to hurt you. I really don't. But he loses his temper. So the more specifics you can tell me, help me help you.
I don't know her name, but when the dead rise, they will all eat your souls.
I'll smell your soul.
And he has this kind of weird fanatic-y look in his eyes. You're kind of going, okay.
Oliver. So that's all you got is just her master come eat soul. I mean, anything else? Have you met her?
Well, how do you think she gets into the cemetery every night?
Well, what does she look like then?
I never see her face. She wears a mask.
What does the mask look like?
It's dark. Black eye holes, She doesn't want me to know who she is. But she and her apprentice are taking me as their apprentice. So you're the
Really?
apprentice of the apprentice? That sounds like a terrible position.
Okay, so what is the apprentice? Does the apprentice have a name, or you just call him apprentice?
I call him master as well.
Ooh, dude.
Confusing.
Oliver,
Assistant to the regional
I'm so
manager.
glad that we met now because you have a problem. You are not anything, man. I'm sorry to break this to you.
Give me a rapport or an intimidation check if you're trying to do that, because that would be the time to do it.
Can
I
I
got a rapport.
give him a +1 with an assist?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so and then +1. So we got to pull one.
He goes, when they take over the city, I will be their right hand man.
Usually the guy that you call master is probably her right hand man, and so you'll probably be the one that's actually wiping their butts. So
Left hand man. I'll be the left hand man.
It's not
To wipe the
okay. Oh, Oliver.
You don't think you've gotten through to him? He seems a little fanatical.
You've been drinking the Kool-Aid too long?
Yeah, he may have been drinking the Kool-Aid a long time.
I have a great place we can keep him.
Don't kidnap. You know what?
Okay.
Oliver. That's fine. we will be
Itself out,
back.
you know? It's a problem that's
And-
going to solve itself.
And just tell your master that was a pleasure talking with her. Would love to do it in person again. Maybe not throw some ghouls at us. Just kind of, you know, a nice meeting of the minds.
Just
We
sling
would-
some ghoul blood off my blade, or like,
Yeah.
or two. I don't care. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, it's all burned off of your blade.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no blood on there. It's all
like, just steam.
smoking. Yeah.
A good business meeting, Titan to Titan.
But we are going to report you to your real bosses that pay you, and so you might want to start looking for a new job.
He kind of goes, "Ha, fine. You may have won this round, but wait until tomorrow night."
Okay.
And when I interact with people, do I take them anywhere? Can I take them anywhere or put them somewhere? I mean, no, right? I just
Because
get
they're
information and report them
warden
to the
prison.
council, correct?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you had seen Oliver doing like dark magic,
wizard's
you
arrest.
could definitely detain him, arrest him.
But just for being a lackey
Yeah,
of someone
you-
of that.
So
it just means he's stupid.
All
Yeah,
right.
He's just
for sure. Yeah.
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 I know
It
he
makes me
texted
think of
Norman.
Norman Reedus when he was in Blade. Like the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wasn't a vampire.
Spud.
He was the what are they called, imps or something?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Familiars.
Familiars,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's
That's what I'm thinking.
he's a Renfield is what you get. Well, okay, Renfield's like
literally
some
was
different
gonna ask you to
connotation. This
pull
guy,
down his
it's just he's
weapons.
kind of he's been fed the Kool-Aid that he's
I was
going to be
thinking that.
part of the New World Order, and yeah, you get the feeling he's going to be the first to die probably. He's
Hey, he's might.
They are
He,
gonna
he's,
need
he still might.
Renaissance in the
Yeah,
I mean,
he
most
will.
is still.
You know, it's not off the table.
yeah.
There's a high
I'm thinking
demand.
about lots of ways to kill him.
Yeah.
There's a high demand for security guards in the New World Order.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
hired.
Yeah, so just all right. We're gonna let you go because we're just kind and
Pushing
gentle
back in
people.
through the window. There's glass shards all over his it cuts all over his
Yeah.
face. And
I'm gonna
stuff.
sit him back in the chair.
Yeah, he
Love
says,
to see it.
"See you tomorrow night." And he doesn't seem nearly as bravado-ish anymore. You set him back in the chair, and once your hand has gotten out of the glass window, you notice he heads for the door, smashes into it, then turns the handle and sprints off into the cemetery.
Into the cemetery.
Into the cemetery,
You
yeah.
don't say.
Yeah.
Into the thick of it.
Well, there is a big metal gate that's closed to keep you guys out, so he figures that's the safest place.
So you went into the cemetery?
I kind of want to follow him.
Yeah.
Cops will be showing up probably soon, though.
Yeah.
That's
Darwin's
kind of
on
a gun on me. I'm fine.
Where's a broken?
All right.
There's a broken
Window.
guard shack and bodies.
Let's see.
They'll
So
probably look
Bodies.
in
let's
there
leave. Let's
One
go
body.
find somewhere to get some food because I
He's
think
just
I'm
going to
hungry.
piss
Yeah,
himself
I'm
in
hungry.
a
I'm gonna
corner.
pick it.
Yeah,
I got drinks on me.
All right.
money.
Let's go.
Today on the Dresden Download, we're going to talk about necromancy. Now, necromancy generally is any kind of magic that has to do with dead things. And for the most part, it's kind of frowned upon by the White Council. They don't like you messing around with the souls or the essence of dead people. Now, if you happen to mess around with the soul or essence of something that's not a person, like in one of the books where Harry Dresden reanimates a T-Rex, that's kind of a gray area, and while they frown about it, it's okay. But necromancers generally deal with dead people. For example, they can see the last things that someone who died saw. So it's kind of an investigative technique a lot of times if you're trying to find something. Now, Harry Dresden doesn't use that technique, however. They also reanimate the dead, creating zombies or spirits that can be attacked, and they control them through the use of a drum. You have to have a drumming rhythm that mimics a heartbeat to control these creatures. If the drum stops, the creatures become uncontrolled and could turn on their summoners. Sometimes, however, they just simply stand there and look around. So it just kind of depends. Now, one of the most important necromancers was Kimmler. Kimmler was a necromancer back a long time ago, and the entire White Council had to band together to destroy him. However, he left some notes and some books around that have helped pass on his knowledge to budding necromancers in the present day. Anyway, that's necromancy. Have a good day.